Hello there, yarn lovers, it's Gary and I'm coming to you from my living room here in Vancouver. So welcome. Today is Tuesday, March the 9th, 2021, and this is video number 100. Can you believe it? 100 videos. I wouldn't have thought this in my wildest dreams that I would be saying those exact words, but thank you to each and every one of you, all my fiber friends who have helped me along the way with encouraging comments, joining me and watching my videos from early days until now. Just amazing. I'm speechless. All I can say is with much appreciation and gratitude, I thank you all. I look forward to many more videos to come, but in this particular video, we're going to be talking about some fun things. And like always, as I introduce the works week, I talk about my works in progress, my finished objects, and I'm going to talk a little bit about some ideas that I have with the fade technique. And the fade technique is blending yarns together when you're holding two yarns and you kind of switch out one of the yarns. It creates a little bit of a transition. I don't really know too much about it, but I am exploring, and I got the inspiration from Miss Carrie Penny from the Crafty Homemaker. Hi Carrie. And so I'm going to be showing you a long swatch that I've knitted up and talking about the process, and I have the yarn caked up ready to go for a kind of a shawl, maybe a scarf piece. I haven't quite decided what kind of pattern I want. I just know and am testing the colors out. I also have some fun things to cover, which I will bring to light in the next little while. So I hope you'll stick around and join me for that as well. So let's get going on the finished items for the week. It is a crocheted piece that I'm going to show you right now, and it has no pattern to it. It's just a long scarf measuring 67 inches in length and 10 inches in width. I casted on, or I chained up 45 stitches on a 5mm ferrule's hook, and then I just went for it. I went back and forth, and I started at this end. So let's just show you from the beginning. Started this end here, and I played around with half double crochets, and then I was doing some kind of diagonal front post, back post technique, which, I don't know, just playing around making the post crooked instead of up and down or straight. So then I went into half doubles with little eyelets, and then I went into here where I did some shell stitch, and back into the half doubles with a little bit of eyelet technique there, and back into the shell stitch, and so on and so forth, all the way down the length of the scarf. So I'll just try it on for you. It created a really nice fabric. It's quite drapey. It's not stiff at all. I have soaked this for a while, and then I laid it out to dry because the edging was a little bit rough. I went around the edging with a single crochet, and then I went again for a second time, and I did a slip stitch. I think it was one slip stitch, and I got myself a neat little border happening where you can sort of see the little V's that the slip stitch creates, and kind of neatened up the edge a little bit from what it looked like when I was doing the crochet piece. So I'll just put it on. You can have a look. Really like the colors. So the yarn that I used was a Style Crafts Batik Swirl. It came in a cake form, and this is the band that was used. It is Ocean Blue. Oh, sorry, Blue Ocean. I always do that. I always get the words around the wrong way. I'll tell you a little bit about the yarn. It's 80% premium acrylic, 20% wool, and approximately 550 meters or 601 yards. You can machine wash and tumble dry this, but I hand soaked and rinsed the garment and laid flat to dry. So I didn't do the machine washing or drying, and it dried really super quick. I don't know what was, maybe it's the dryness of the apartment right now, but it was pretty much dry overnight. So the next day it was dry enough to kind of wear. And it's 200 grams in the cake. It's considered a double knitting, so a 3-weight yarn. And it is a product that's made in Turkey, but I purchased this on Deramores, which is a UK online store that sells yarn. And it took a while for it to reach me. I think 3 weeks all up. I really love it. I added a few extra balls of the batik in their 50-gram balls in different colors. So I used this one here, which is called pistachio, and it came in a 50-gram ball. I used all of that because I wanted to have a little bit more of a pop color. So I added that into the mix as well. And same makeup of the cake, so that you can buy them as well in separate 50-gram balls. And these didn't variegate, they were just solid colors, kind of more like the batik nature is that it has some resist, so you get to see a little bit of the raw yarn underneath, and the dye does not affect the entire yarn. So yeah, it has a little bit of a modded look. And the second color that I added in a 50-gram ball was the teal. So yeah, and about 10 grams is left here, so I probably added in 40 grams into this length of scarf as well. Really, really lovely. I can't showcase it all in the frame here, but I've taken some pictures and I'll let you have a look at it sort of draped out over the floor. I put it on the floor, and I also had it on my workbench as well. So you can see that a little bit of the length, because here it's a little hard to put it in camera. Moving on to the next finished item, I used up the rest of the cake from Lion Brand watercolors. It's a mandala collection of Lion Brand, and the colorway that I used up was Quarry. I had enough of the cake to get to about here, so I completed 1.5 hats per one cake. And I got to about here, and then I just needed a little more to finish off the crown, and so I cracked into my second one. So I think what measures up well with figuring out using up skeins or cakes would be 2 of these would make 3 of the Bush Tracker Beanie. So yeah, if you've not heard of the Bush Tracker Beanie, it is a free pattern that I have uploaded to my Dropbox, and I will link the link down below if you're interested in trying out the pattern. It's a free pattern. I haven't put it on Ravelry yet, but I intend to do so in the next maybe week or 2 with photographs and stuff, so that it's in the system. Now, I did update the pattern just to flag everyone who may have already downloaded the pattern in the first, I'd say maybe first week. So I went back in and I changed the format so that it's more legible. And I also made a correction to the medium size hat, and I did some alterations to the ribbing technique for the decrease and the increase. It works just fine with the decrease in the numbers with the original one that was posted, but it falls out of sync from the 1x1 ribbing. So I corrected that in the new PDF that is available now. So I deleted the old one and I've put the new one up, and so anyone moving forth who uses the links that are in the video below or previous videos below will now be directed to the new correction. So I apologize for those people who have started the hat, and have found that there has been that issue with the medium size, and that you can grab the corrected version at your convenience. And yeah, so I'm going to be gifting these ones out, these hats. So I've got that one there, and I have this one here. This one's such a bright color. It's like bright blue, and it has these wonderful flecks. So very interesting yarn here. It's quite a heavier yarn than the roving style that I just showed you from the Lion Brand version. This one is quite a light yarn. This one is a dense yarn and very, very heavy. So what I used in this one was Loops and Threads, which is a Michaels brand, and it's called Eco Cozy. And I'm going to tell you about this. Okay, this one is 94 recycled polyester and 4% acrylic and 2% viscose. So I think the flex might be viscose. And in this ball here, you get 150 grams, giving you 145 yards or 133 meters. And this one here, I believe, is also a product of Turkey. Yes, it is. And the color for this one is called, I don't see the color. Here we go, Lapis Blue Flecked. So really lovely. Awesome. So I also wanted to show how much was left in the cake. So it was 150 grams, and this is how much was left. Probably 56 to 60 grams of leftover yarn, and not quite 100 grams, probably about 92, 93 grams in this hat here. Okay, that covers all of the finished works. Now I'm going to be chatting about my fade technique that I'm using, and I'm absolutely new to this technique. So any advice, if I've done anything wrong, you can tell me, hey, perhaps maybe you should be doing this or that. But here I am. I'm doing this swatch here. Yes, it's really, really long. I'm thinking I might make a cowl out of it because it's getting quite long here, and I'm going through 4 different yarns. So I really do like the gradation, and I'm in my 4th color right now, feeding the blend until I'll take the brown color of yarn and hold those 2 together and finish it off. And it's going to be a cowl. Like, I'll just sort of do something with it so that it can fit around my neck. And I love the texture that it's created. Yeah, so when I do my true piece, which is the work that this is just the test, but I'm going to analyze this and figure out what I want to change up for the piece as I start it. And I've got a few things already in mind about this swatch test. One of them is that I really like the fade from not including the bottom part here. So what I'm going to do is use my A and B color all the way from the beginning of the piece so that I have this technique happening from the edge and then going all the way through. And I'm also going to go up in a size in needles. These are 3mm needles that I'm trying out for the very first time. They're Chagu, and I'm really loving them, but they're so delicate. They're wooden tips, and I'm worried that I'm going to break the tips. But I think I'm going to go up to a 4mm. I just ordered some 4mm needles to come, and I need a length that's quite long. So 40 inches in length is what I got in my fixed circulars. And I'm going to do a really long cast on and work my fabric up. So yeah, I'll show you what I've chose in the colors. So this is the first one that I was talking about, that I'm gonna hold the two A and B colors together. So that's my A at the bottom. And these colors were over dyed. I had some hobium yarn from the Cashmere Gold series that they were selling back last year, or maybe a year and a half ago. And I over dyed them in this jade kind of emeraldy colorway. And that's that one. So this is color A. Color B is this one here. So what I'm doing is I'm holding color B and color A together in the second transition here, which is in this part. And I really like those two together. They're amazing. So then the next part here are just color B held double. So this part is them together, color B, so to speak. And the next one moving up along the way is this one here, which is color C and color B to start off with, and then CC up here. So there are lots of ends. The other thing that I discovered was when it is CC here, I didn't really like too much of this color arrangement together, because I was noticing that these repetitions were kind of getting a little bit pulled in a way that you could see them. It was more of a mechanical pull in some way in my mind. So I was like, I need to not use much of the CC together, and I wanted to then blend in the third color, which is this one here. So the browns, like the rusty colors, will be CD, and then when I'm up here, it'll be DD. So yeah, I hope I'm doing it correct, but the swatch is definitely a way to go for me, because I have never done it before. So I wanted to invest in, a couple of nights of, calculating this out in a small swatch and finding out whether or not I like the fabric, whether I need new needle sizes, what color combinations work best. If there's one that doesn't work at all, I'll have time then to switch it out before doing too much work on a full garment. So yeah, really like the texture. It's really pretty. I love it, love it, love it. So that's also a test on the Chagu needles with wooden tips. And I'm thinking that's not the set that I'm going to buy, because of the fact that the wooden tips are so delicate. I'd be worried that they would break. If I sat on them, because sometimes I put my work down and I forget where I've put it, and I go to sit down and there's lots of things in the chair, and I'll be like, oh, something just broke, or I wouldn't want to damage the needles with carelessness. So I think these wooden Chagu ones are great for now, just to practice with, and but not for a full set. I'd be too worried. Hopefully you are still with me, because in the next little bit I'm going to be talking about something that I did not flag in the title of this video. I'm going to be doing a bit of a sneak giveaway. Now, a little bit about the rules of the giveaway first is that it will start as soon as this video is uploaded, and I'm intending to try and get it out on March the 9th, which is today, March 9th, 2021, or it could be March 10th, tomorrow, depending on how late this day gets and I have or have not put it up. So it will be open until next week. So I'm going to close it on the 17th of March and 2021. And then I'll draw in the next couple of days after that. So look for a video where I will post the winner through a random comment picker. Now, a little bit about the entrant. You need to be 18 years of age. It will be open worldwide, so I want to be inclusive as possible and include all of my fiber friends who have joined me along the way and helped encourage me to keep going with this channel and show a bit of appreciation. So I'm trying to open it up to as many of you as possible, and I will pay to ship this out to the winner, whoever the random commenter picks. And if it happens to incur any duties or taxes entering your own country, then those are the responsibility of yourself to, I guess, claim your prize. You'll have to pay whatever duties and taxes your country suggests needs to happen before you get your parcel. So this giveaway is not sponsored or in partnership with any other company. It's not affiliated with YouTube. It has been purchased by myself, all of these items with my own funds. Also in the giveaway, it is all acrylic based or cotton based yarn. There is no animal fibers in it in case people have allergies, so that you know. And I've heard that I have to ask a skill question to open it up even further to people, because some countries have heavy restrictions on entering giveaways. So I will ask a simple question that you can answer in a comment. So to enter, you need to be subscribed, you need to like the video, and you need to write down in this video a comment with the answer to the question that I'm going to ask you. So all these rules, I know. Let's get stuck into what is in the box. So it started off with a Caron cotton cake, and I've got that upside down. There we go. Really, really soft cotton acrylic blend, and it's a 4-weight with enough yardage in that to tackle a shawl or a spring project which is coming up. And the colorway is called Rich Mint. Really, really, really soft. So one of those. We have paint box, Simply Aran, and this one is 100% acrylic, and it's 100 gram skeins in these each of these balls here, so that's 100 grams. And I've given you 2 colors here in a 4-weight yarn, and the color is called Pistachio. Really, really nice green in lieu of St. Paddy's Day. And this one here is paint box yarns again, Simply Aran, in the colorway Dolphin. So another 2 balls of that. Another 2 balls of, got a message there, 2 balls of paint box yarn in 100% acrylic, and this colorway is called, what is this? Vanilla Cream. Really soft yarn, and I'm putting it on something else that I have to show you guys. Another 2 balls here of the paint box yarns in the colorway Seafoam. Now all of these together would make a really nice color work project, but you can use them for whatever you like. I'm also putting in 3 balls here of the flicker yarn in the colorway called Sidewalk, and this one I believe might be a 50 gram ball. 100 gram ball. Each one is 100 grams. So I got 3 of those. And also in a mystery bag that I got from Hirschner's, it was a Santa sack, was this acrylic yarn, and it's a 5-weight yarn. Everything else that I've showed you is 4-weight. This is a 5-weight yarn, so it's a bulky weight, and it's in this nice blue cyan color. Really, really nice. And I am going to throw in some merch as well. This merchandise is one that I've been testing out to release in a couple of months. So you'll get this a little early. And it is my next Urban Yarn tote bag. So it's a heavy duty canvas bag with a pocket on the inside. And we have Urban Yarn here. The message is no undergarments required. There's a little Buddha there. He's very happy. So this is what I'm trying out right now. So it's not the final one. I have to do a little bit of tweaking to the design, but you will get the prototype. So a one-off until I release it in a couple of months. Now I have to ask a skill question to open up this giveaway worldwide. And we will be looking for this answer in your comment. So the question is, what do we celebrate on March 17th annually? We are approaching it. And a little bit of a tip on the hints that I can give you is that people wear green for this special holiday. And also it is, you'll see leprechauns. There's a close tie-in with Irish culture. We see green beer. Lots of green is commemorative of this special day. Now, I will accept the short version or the slang version as well as the more official title of this special day. And it is, I'm going to say, it is a Saint's Day as a bit of more of a clue. And yeah, so I don't mind if you spell it incorrectly. As long as I can read it phonetically, then I will accept the answer as being correct. Now, if you get the answer wrong, I will have to go ahead and pick another random commenter, like a random comment winner. So please do try and answer the question and leave it in your comment of this video. I wish everyone all the best with their entries, and yeah, it's a special green day that's coming up. So a few other things that I got to touch base on was congratulations to one of my inspiration points for when I was starting knitting back in March of 2019. I had been watching some YouTube channels, and RJ Knits was one of the stations that I tuned in to learn all of my knitting techniques. He taught cabling, he taught basic knit and purl stitches, and it was awesome. He's just got this wonderful dry personality. Well, RJ, congratulations on hitting your 100,000 subscriber mark milestone. I just want to say I am so pleased and proud, and it couldn't have happened to a nicer person. So congratulations. I went and visited your site recently, and I watched a really fun little Q&A that I was so thrilled about hearing some of the answers to. And I'll link RJ's video down below on how he answers these questions, because in my mind, he's one of the highlights and celebrities of YouTube for me. And yeah, he's already gone into the next level. In a couple of months, he's already done leaps and bounds in more subscribers. So I see big things. So congratulations. The other thing that I want to touch base on was a little local store that I had visited in Steveston. I missed out on talking about this experience, so I wanted to just flag something that I purchased from the independent local store. It's called, what is it called? Wool and Wicker. And Steveston is like a small seaside community. It is probably about 45 minutes away from Vancouver downtown. And I went and visited with some fiber friends, and I purchased this hank here. I'll link their website down below. It is a little bit of a website in development, I believe, because when I go to the area where the yarn is, there's no connection there, but there are talks about different articles about what they sell in the other areas of the website. So not a fully developed or realized website just yet, but a really lovely store. So I got this hank here. I wouldn't even know how to pronounce that. Sunyo, and it is from Haiku. A really, really lovely squishy yarn, and it has a great twist to it. So a high twist, and it has that lovely elasticity that I like with my yarns. It's sort of not such a rigid yarn. And what we have here is color indigo, 80% superwash merino and 20% viscose from bamboo. And in this hank, you get 100 grams, giving you 233 meters or 255 yards. They are suggesting to use a 3.25 or 4.5 millimeter set of knitting needles. There's no crochet recommendation here, but you can machine wash this. No, I think it's the tub with a dot in it might mean that you have to hand wash it and lay flat to dry. And it is a product of Peru, made in Peru. And the company itself is a US company based in Seattle. So really, really nice colorway there. It's probably more true to here. That's how deep the indigo is. It's like brand new denim jeans. And I like that there is not a quite full saturation of the dye. It has a little bit of breaking, which is lovely. I like that. And it's so bouncy and super, super soft. So no undergarments required with this one. Now, with that, I have caught you up. I do have a exciting thing that has happened again. It arrived in the post. There are actually two exciting things. I don't have time to cover it right now, but I got some happy mail, and hubby and I will be going through and doing a little bit of taste testing in our next few videos, maybe down the way, and I want to take you along with us while we do that. So I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. Enjoy your week, or until the next time I video and upload, and good luck to everyone who wants to enter. Don't forget to answer the question. All right, bye.